We must all adapt to a heating planet. Up to now, efforts have rightly focused on tackling climate change by reducing emissions and changing behaviours. We must also find ways of reducing the risks posed by global warming. Even if we hit net zero and make major advancements in emissions reduction, many impacts are irreversible. We have no option but to prepare for a different environmental, social, and commercial landscape. Further warming is now unavoidable.
Hello, my name's Abby and I'm part of the team at World Connections. So today we're going to be looking at adaptation to climate change, looking at the challenges that businesses and countries are going to be facing or perhaps are already facing. Climate change is one of the most pressing issues of our time. It's already having a significant impact on communities across the world, and its effects are only expected to worsen.
The Earth is already 1.1 Celsius warmer than it was before the Industrial Revolution, and climate change is already causing widespread disruption. Sea levels are rising, ice caps are melting, and extreme weather events are wreaking havoc. The loss of human life is devastating, but these climate-related disasters are also endangering species. They're driving mass migration, damaging infrastructure, and disrupting supply chains. In the coming decades, large sections of the world will no longer be safe for human habitation. At the same time, access to essential resources, such as fresh water, will be severely impacted. Disease will spread more easily, livelihoods will be threatened, and political instability will intensify. According to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, even limiting temperature rises to 1.5 Celsius, set out in the Paris Agreement, will see many glaciers disappear, as well as seeing an additional 350 million people dealing with water scarcity by 2030, and up to 14% of terrestrial species facing a high risk of extinction.
So as a result, businesses and countries will have to adapt and mitigate the effects of climate change. Businesses are going to face a lot of challenges, so you'll need to consider how your operations are going to be affected by extreme weather events like floods and hurricanes and heat waves, and we know we've been seeing this on a global level. You'll also need to take into account the changing needs of your customers and how your product or service can adapt in order to meet those new needs. Businesses will need to make sure that their supply chain is resilient, because if there's a disruption in one area, this could then potentially cause a huge ripple effect throughout the whole business. Businesses need to be aware that it's not just the environment that's impacted by climate change, it's also felt by people.
The World Economic Forum sets out a framework for business. Enhance resilience. Assess the impacts of climate risks and start working with supply chains to build resilience. Capitalise on opportunities. Leverage products, services, and business models that support adaptation. At the same time, pursue adaptation opportunities that contribute to efficiency, sustainability, and climate change mitigation. Shape collaborative outcomes. Work collaboratively with stakeholders to promote action on climate change adaptation and deliver projects that help build resilience. The business case for taking action is becoming ever more compelling. Not only can companies see the impact that climate-related disruption has on their operation, but they recognise the benefits of adopting more sustainable practices. Focusing on adaptation encourages innovation, it drives efficiencies and generates new revenue streams. At World Connections, we work with companies large and small to develop robust action plans and strategies designed to embed sustainable thinking. companies can embrace the sustainability journey as a way of future-proofing their operation. At the same time, we support clients in identifying more regenerative business models that keep valuable resources in the value chain and support the development of products and services that help humanity adapt to a changing world. We see firsthand the transformative powers of sustainable business practice. Clients that adopt robust strategies manage risk, reduce waste, and gain a competitive advantage. That transition incorporates a balance of climate change mitigation and adaptation, providing the tools to navigate a new commercial landscape. We help clients engage their stakeholders to ensure that everyone is on the same page and putting sustainability at the heart of their decision making.
And don't forget the power of education. Imagine if every business out there was educating their customers, raising awareness, letting people know what they can do in their daily lives. Just small changes that can make a big difference. Thanks for watching today. I hope you've learned a thing or two about adaptations to climate change. Obviously, this is a huge topic to cover, so we could go a lot deeper than this, but for now, I'm going to leave you here, and hopefully I've given you a lot to think about.